Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at AAVE, its valuations against Bitcoin, as well as the US dollar. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So, AAVE is having a pretty good day. If we flip it to the daily as an example, here we are. Um, Putting in an almost 10% move against Bitcoin for today. Seemingly, it looks like we are starting to bounce and heading towards up. We'll get into a moment on what that might play out as. When we look at the US dollar as an example, also having a good day, up 13, almost 14% against the US dollar. And in here, we have like this very interesting chart. So if we essentially just ignore these candles, AAVE has essentially just been moving sideways for since the beginning of the year almost, right? So February 2021 is when the move of AAVE ended, right? This move here starting in November, rallying 1400% against the US dollar, pretty good move. And then we started moving sideways, right? Got up to a high of about $531, got to a low of the line here at about $300. If you include the candles, we did go as low as $200, but now we're back at even Stevens 377. Now, obviously, we're not at local tops, right? We're not at these higher valuations of about $400, and we're definitely not at prior all-time highs for AAVE. Now, I would say, though, considering the circumstances right now in the environment, most notably, I'm talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still above its 20-week moving average right now, and looks like it to be bouncing um, off of the somewhat off the moving average of the 20 week simple moving average. You have more grounds to talk about the exponential moving average, the 21 at EMA. This wick actually gets to it, and you can make an argument that this is the bounce. We don't know yet, right? We don't know if this is the bounce or not. If we do trend lower and we start testing the 20-week moving average week over week, odds are AAVE is not going to be making it to its prior all-time highs. It would be waiting until Bitcoin finishes the test, brings confidence into the market, saying that it's not going to go lower. It's going to start outpacing its 20 average 20-week lagging version of itself, and thus being bullish. And so I think that's kind of what's happening with AAVE right now, in the sense that because Bitcoin is still above its 20-week moving average ever so slightly, we're seeing this kind of confidence kind of surge into the market. We kind of see that with Chainlink, right? It's been down weeks, but we're still above the 20-week moving average. Uniswap is another. We're bouncing off of key support, and that kind of leads into AAVE, right? We are also bouncing off of key levels of support. The 50-week moving average has been shown to be a very very good line of support for the asset. And it seems if this is a successful bounce, then this will be the fourth time we have bounced off the 50-week moving average. And in fact, this is where I increased my position. I bought somewhere here at the 20-week moving average, like one of these candles here. I bought my initial position of AVE. When it dropped, it came back down to the 50-week. I bought more. And that looks to be paying off currently right now. But we'll take it as it comes. One thing to note is, of course, the 20-week moving average, right? The 20-week moving average has acted as resistance and support for AVE. We can bring this formation here as an example, being held down by the 20-week moving average, and then, subsequently here, a couple months later, we see AVE holding it as support. And it was holding its support for the longest time here. But now we're below it. We're hitting our head to it, and you can actually see the 20 and 50 week are converging against one another, squeezing the price further, insinuating some kind of breakout happening. Another thing to note is this yellow line here. This is a downward line of resistance for the asset, where we see multiple attempts to break out of it, wicks to it, but failing to do so. So a lot of things are going against AVE at the moment, which is not good. But do know that we're sitting on pretty good support. So, um, going forward, what is next? Well, AAVE will need to break the 20-week moving average, and it just so happens that the 20-week moving average isn't too far from the downward line of support, meaning that if we're able to break the 20-week, well, let's hope that also we can break this line as well. And if we do, then we're assuming that Bitcoin is still above its 20-week moving average. It's not broken through it, and we're not currently testing it. If those things are met, then I'm pretty confident that AAVE has what it takes to break through this, and we can start seeing the rally of AAVE return again. If Bitcoin decides to stay where it is and continue to trend down with the 20-week and eventually start testing it, well, I would essentially say that we're going to be waiting a little bit longer for AAVE to make that significant move. It has made moves like this week before. I mean, the prior 50-week moving average bounce resulted in a 34% move for the week. This move here, astronomical. Um, so we'll see how it comes. I'm skeptical at best for this asset, although yes, I do hold a position because I was well positioned to do so, considering how close we were to the 20-week and the 50-week, and the assumption that Bitcoin's going to do well. So with that said, those are the kind of bullet points, the plan of action, the POA for this asset going forward. Hold the 50-week moving average, break the 20-week moving average, and break this downward line of support. Are all key factors in the game plan for AAVE, right? If we are able to do those things, if Bitcoin's able to stay where it is or even trend higher, then all things are going to be gravy. But that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.